Right, garden update, 11th of April 2020. We're actually going to start off in the guest bathroom, as it's called most of the year, to have a look at how my seedlings are doing. Tomato plants, 6, and my broad beans are coming on quite nicely. They should be ready to go out in a week or so. Leeks to be eaten this time next year. Lots of little leeks. Over on the bedroom windowsill, some sweet peas. Not for eating possibly, but no, they're supposed to attract pollinators. And into the front garden. So perhaps this wasn't the best place to start, because this was the first bed I cleared about 3 weeks ago, and it isn't as clear as it could be. I've got lots of, just step down, lots of red auroch seedlings coming up, mostly in the wrong place. So just take a quick look at the bed down the side of the car. Yeah, still haven't done anything with it. Every year I think I've dug out all the daffodils. I give up. Right, rest of my garden, some flowers, yeah, pansies, winter pansies mixed in with ones I bought and planted about 3 weeks ago. I don't know who put that fennel there. Those are quite nice. A few more bedding plants. These are coming on nicely. Hang on. No, not the dandelion. No. We won't have any dandelion flowers in there. So that bed's looking quite good. I'll back off a bit. You can see it's quite happy. Sage is a bit overgrown. So there's my red auroch. Clematis, it's just starting to come into flower, look. That'll look really good in a week or two. Look, there's some up there. Like so. Yay. Clematis. Right, look at this. Look at this. Ah! Oh, tulips. Look, tulips. So, look, my bay tree is coming into flower. It's never done that before. Is that going to focus? Oh, focus on those bay flowers. You really don't want to, do you? Oh, never mind. Anyway, bay tree's coming into flower. Look at this poor little rose. It's still not properly recovered from the herbicide damage it took 2 years ago. So it's looking a bit better now than it was earlier, but I'm still not convinced those leaves are meant to be that shape. Right, herb patch. What about my garlic chives grow? Everyone else's does. Rosemary I planted last summer doesn't seem to like it there. It hasn't got any bigger, it just keeps flowering at me. Chives are up. Walking onions, okay. So the main thyme bush is looking really, really sad. Most of it seems to have died. I'm going to have to get another one, I think. There's some lemon thyme there I planted last summer. Yeah, those pots need clearing away, don't they? Sort of addendum to the herb garden, though it's mostly full of poppies, actually. Sorrel, spearmint. Hang on, I didn't plant that there. No, you, spearmint, you're supposed to be there. That's where you were planted, not there. See? Go back over there immediately. And peppermint. That's it. That's where you're supposed to be. Stay put. Ah, look. Yes, look. There is some of the mint where it's supposed to be. Why are you trying to grow under the wall? Right. Okay. Less said about that area, the better. Rhubarb. Rhubarby. Red currants in flower, look. All good. Now, have a look at this. Finally, after only 3.5 years, I have finally spent today starting to dig this bed. Okay, so I haven't finished it, but it's the job as is never started, takes longest to finish, and I have actually started digging it. I think I've wrecked my tree roots. Oh, more peppermint. So I've basically cleared out all the sort of planters and troughs ready for planting this spring. Let's have a look at what else I've got. Foxgloves coming up, daffs. It's quite a nice border, that. A few leeks left here, so I can't finish digging this bed. Unfortunately, the slugs, I think, have got all of these beetroots. They've just gone inside and eaten them, and they're just hollow. So here's my spring flower border in the back. Got a few useful things in it, as well as flowers, as you can see there. Mostly flowers though. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with those walking onions, or how they got in that pot, or why I put them there. Purple sprouts of broccoli. So yes, as I was saying, I've sort of sorted these out and, well, not maybe quite dealt with those pots yet, but most stuff is ready. I needed to replace the linings on my strawberry planters, but of course I can't go out and buy any, so I've had to try and improvise with some old torn black weed membrane, and I've replanted these, and this time I've tried to give them a clay lining, because the problem last time was that they were full of compost and a little bit of topsoil, and the water just drained through. So this time I've made, there's some more in there, I don't know if you can see them. This time I've made a kind of C-shaped depression of clay soil, which I've puddled, and then sort of used it as a bowl to put the compost in. With any luck, the roots of the strawberries should go down. I will tidy that up, but the thing is, it's bulging rather through the metal, and I don't want to cut it too close in case it bulges more and then I end up with the soil spilling out. You're still there, aren't you? I can see you. Yes, you. Right, okay, so as I say, look, my garlic is okay. I really feared it was going to drown over the winter, but it's up and it's growing. Here in front of it, we can see I've been digging. That's where I've planted my shallots. More leeks, more purple sprouting broccoli. I need to harvest those today, don't I? Okay. That's a pot of tarragon. I have made reasonable war on that lime stump again. Now this is the thing. All over the garden in pots, and also in that place I'm digging, there were random, unexpected walking onions. So I've rounded them all up and put them in a pile here by the hedge. Well, they won't get all that much sun, but it's somewhere they can go. So flower border again from the other side. Right, further progress. Dug out the dead tree, the dead damson that got hit by the pesticide from the field. I've moved a couple of random strawberries, which were in pots, or where they shouldn't be, into that corner. I don't know if they'll make it, but if they make any strawberries, they'll just get eaten by slugs. But they don't make me runners. And look, I've planted out my blackcurrant. And I think it looks as if it might have flowers on it. So I don't know whether I should let it flower this year. Yes, it has got flowers on it. I don't know if I should let it flower this year, because chances are, it's just been transplanted and its roots got a bit wrecked. We'll see. So, Taberry is coming into leaf. The Taberry has made a bid for freedom. It's come all the way around here. Look, there's the end of it. And all the way along behind the Worcesterberry. So here's the Worcesterberry. Whoop, I have to back off now, it's so big, even though I've trimmed it back. It is in full leaf. Oh, hello, bee. Now, what is it you see there, bee? What do you see there, bee? Oh, look. Are those flowers open? Yeah, they are too. Hello. Is that nice for a bee? Are you going to make me lost of Worcesterberries? Because I've never had any before. This is the first year it's flowered. But 2 years ago it looked like 3 inches of excited barbed wire in a pot, so not growing so fast, but it is out now. Gooseberry. Go away. Gooseberry. Raspberries in full leaf. I have cleared out most of the raspberries to where they shouldn't be. You can see I've made this year's war on celandines, where I can reach them. And done all that. I've got all the weeds that I can reach out of the raspberries. I've even thrown some llama dung around. Solomon's seal is coming up. It's not for eating, but it's a bit of a shady corner. Now, I'm not going to talk about what's down there. For one thing, they're not taking the green bins, so what I could do is several bushels of brambles. I don't know. And I have weeded the walking onions. transplanted some of them that were in the wrong place, and did I remember to water them? They don't look very happy, do they? Anyway, walking onions are weeded as ever. Some of them ended up getting pulled up and trashed. Maybe I better water these. More leeks. Anyone want a leek? Yeah, I've got to get those eaten so I can dig this, because I have another taberry that I'm going to plant there and train it up that trellis, because I really like taberries, and maybe letting another one loose in my garden isn't terribly wise given how far that one's got in a year. But okay, so yes, this trough thing is more or less ready to plant. I think you've seen everything. Mostly a big hole at that end of the garden at the moment. So I'll just kind of pan round. Obviously I've dug this ready. Well, I haven't quite finished levelling it at that end, but I've dug this, which is the first, this bed's been in use for 3 or 4 years, but I've dug it now, ready for the new season. Yes, I know it should have been done in October. See, I've just got that little teensy bit of pre-done stuff to deal with, plus that bed there, which had the parsnips in, had some carrots in, had a lot more leeks in. I need to dig that fennel out. Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to get any beetroot, as I say. I think the slugs have had it all. So, I'll stop there. I'm not made for hard labour. I'm really not. My body doesn't do this. It really doesn't. Right, oh, yes, I did mean, I meant to transplant that. That is my horseradish, and when I tried to get a piece out at New Year to make horseradish sauce with, it was just solid, woody mess. And in the pot where I keep dumping all the random bits of things I find in the garden that's a little useful, there's supposed to be some good King Henry. Is it coming up? Is that good King Henry? I think it is. And maybe I better take all the random plastic detritus off it then. That was not there, yes, 2 days ago when I weeded this pot. Nor were those weeds. Maybe it was 3 days ago. Anyway, it's through. Yay. But something has got to be done about that, because that is not edible. I think I need to clear it all out, break off a couple of the tender little ends and put them somewhere-ish. Right. Well, there we go. No, that field doesn't belong to me. I wish it did. Right. Okay. That's it for this month, I think. Righto. Bye all.